Shalom, shalom. World War III, America's hypocrisy, Western propaganda exposed. China and Russia will soon join the fight. Joel 3 and 14. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decisions, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. And the multitudes will be what? All the heathen nations gathering down in what's known as the Middle East, where Israel is, where right now America and Iran are pretty much sparking off World War III as we speak, and all of this is biblical prophecy. But before I proceed, I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to the Most High Yahawah and His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus, because English in the letter J did not exist 2,000 years ago. Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone, taught me this truth through the Spirit. Single honors to the elect, peace and blessings to the 1/3, and to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Now we're going to jump right into it. I have 3 clips that I want to play, and it's pretty much going to go into how America is being hypocritical in the war, how they're lying through their propaganda, through their news outlets, and how the action that Trump has taken is going to force China and Russia to militarily back Iran. All right. Without further ado, let's go.
Gee, shocker, Iran strikes back. It's funny, like when you hit somebody, they hit you back. It's weird. And then Trump says, we're going to avenge the deaths of these soldiers that you started it. What are you talking about?
It gets even better than that. Witkoff called those strikes unprovoked.
I mean, it's like you guys are.
Witkoff said Iran's unprovoked strikes.
Unprovoked. Like, and your whole life.
You just assassinated the holy leader of the country. Like,
yeah. And look, of course, it's funny because.
Listen to what happened. Trump said that they were going to respond to the deceased soldiers that died when Iran responded to them attacking Iran first. And then you even had an official say that their attack was unprovoked. What the fuck is going on? It's how you know the Lord's controlling what's going on in the world, because Trump is just doing some obscene things. But it's really like the Lord said, the scripture says, the deceived and the deceiver are his. So this is Job chapter 20, verse 4 through 7. Knowest thou not this of old, since man, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? So you launch a preemptive attack on Iran. Iran's attack is reactive, and you say that you're going to avenge those soldiers. Don't you know that you're trying to hide it, but you targeted a school for girls in Iran. And do you know what Iran did? Man, I'm telling you, the Lord is really controlling this. They strategically attacked all United States military bases. I don't want to put the cart before the horse. It's going to say it in another clip. But think about how they responded to how you responded first. That's hypocritical. To say, we're going to have to avenge them. You wouldn't have to avenge nobody if you didn't kill nobody in the first place. But I digress. This is the hypocrisy right here.
I watch all the different news. I watch Fox, Al Jazeera, CNN. I watch all of them. And it's so fascinating to see. And this, every time America does a war thing, all the channels line up lockstep and become state media. All of them.
State media and war fetishism. It's like, yes. Look at like Brian Williams' famous line, you have to see a beauty in these weapons. Like,
yeah. And then they trot out all the generals to give their analysis, and it just suddenly becomes Super Bowl Sunday.
I know. I love the idea that we should turn to generals to analyze this shit. It's like, hey, here's a psychopath who spent their entire career, entire life based around being a psychopath, been indoctrinated their entire life. They've never thought for 8 seconds outside of this psychopathic view of the world. And they're going to tell us how to think.
Yeah. And so I'm getting news out of India. I'm getting news out of all throughout Asia, because I'm in Asia. And so
as you can see, what's happening right now is that Trump being exposed. Okay. And it's all through the media outlets too. Like he was saying, he's going to mention it too as well. How he's through all the media outlets and everything. Matter of fact, let me see something here.
This psychopathic view of the world, and they're going to tell us how to think.
Yeah. And
right here, and it segues into that. Here we go, right here.
So I'm getting news out of India. I'm getting news out of all throughout Asia, because I'm in Asia. And so it's amazing how different it is. America's just like Iran.
This is going to be them pretty much exposing the propaganda and the westernized media.
You know, Iran's on its last legs. And then I'm watching this other media and it's like, oh, they've hit all these US bases. There's probably 500 or 600 dead US people. They're accurately, from what I can see, reporting Iran's retaliation, how it's been hitting. And dude, there's 24 million migrant workers from Asia, India, Southeast Asia, the Philippines, that are all in the Middle East right now.
Let that sink in. 24 million migrant workers. That's from India, Asia, Southeast Asia, all over in that area of the world. There's over 24 million people that's working in the Middle East right now. And look at what America's doing. Y'all, this gonna lead to what? The beast hating the whore? Watch.
Yeah. And something like 2.5 million Filipinos are over there. And one woman unfortunately died. She was in Tel Aviv. She was like somebody's nanny or something like that. And
the Filipino nanny that suddenly the Israeli media outlets care a lot about. They're
I know.
They killed a Filipino woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
And suddenly Israel, very concerned for human life.
Oh, suddenly. Yeah. And almost no reporting on the girls' school in Tehran that we murdered all these people. Like that's almost
you mean in Israel's reporting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Almost in Israel. And
that goes back to that Isaiah the 13th chapter where it says the Medes, the Lord will stir up the Medes, and it say they shall have no regard for gold, silver, child. See, that's not happening right now because remember, Trump them hit the school for girls first, and Iran strategically responded by attacking all the military bases in that area. Remember, I did a video a couple of days ago that said that Iran said if United States strikes us, we will deem every military base in the Middle East region a threat. And what they did, man, they stuck to their word, man. It's getting wild.
America's reporting, well, Israel, no reporting about that at all. America mentioned it a little, but
there was some in American reporting, but I mean, it's interesting. It's like some of these outlets like CNN and shit. I mean, although CNN will be Ellison controlled shortly here, but they try and walk this line where they act like they do care about the 100 girls killed because they supposedly dislike Donald Trump. CNN does. But at the same time, they're doing the war fetishism. They're having the generals on. They're talking about, well, you know, how can America win this? What's next? What's America hoping for after the, like, they'll still do all of that. And of course, none of these outlets.
And that goes back to that Psalms 49, that end with thoughts that the generation shall go on forever. And that's pride. That's pride before destruction. What would be America's next step after this war? They're saying after as if they're going to be victorious. Crazy.
None of them can mention the actual reasons for this obliteration of Iran, which is petrodollar, dollar hegemony, and the connection between Iran and China. Like, those are the core reasons. That's why the U.S. has been trying to collapse Iran for decades now. And can't be mentioned. Can't ever be.
Really...
Now, notice this. Notice all the key players here. Maduro got kidnapped. Maduro had the world's largest reserve of oil. Right after that, they went straight to Iran. Now they're trying to hit Iran up. Iran has the second largest reserve of oil in the world. Maduro, when they had all those sanctions being dropped on them since 2017, that had people breaking into the zoo and eating animals, who was buying their oil? Russia and China, them. They were buying the oil to make sure they, to keep their economy afloat. But America just kept digging in to finally win and kidnap them. Then they went on the rampage and went over there. And remember that vessel that was coming from there was an oil vessel that was coming from Venezuela that had a Russian flag on it, and it was being shadowed by Russian submarines. And guess what Trump done did? Seized it. This is Revelation 12 and 12 all over right here. He coming out with great wrath. No, he ain't got but a short time. Nonetheless, though, what they're doing, though, you're gonna cause the rest of the nations to despise you and to leave you be. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 15 through 17. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. The whore that sits upon the beast is the United States of America. The beast, which consists of the 7 heads and the 10 horns, the 7 heads go back to the EU, the European Union, and the 10 horns go back to NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or North Atlantic, if I'm not mistaken. Treaty Organization. EU consists of only countries in the Europe area. I'm trying to say this. The continent of Europe. NATO consists of those countries, also other heathen countries that pretty much capitulated to westernized government and society. Because all the people who are not a part of EU and NATO, who America deemed our enemies, would be like Venezuela at that moment, but like Cuba, Russia, China, Iran. Why? Because they're not willing to bow down to you. So let's get back to it. Verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Y'all just talking about thermonuclear warheads. Listen here. For God hath put in their hearts. Why you think Trump acting the way he acting? For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. It ain't nothing y'all modern day Christians can do about it. Nothing none of you people can do about it. This is all about prophecy. Y'all always talking about prosperity. Okay. And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled. America gonna go up in smoke, baby. It's all rightfully so through biblical prophecy. I don't want to make this long. I'm gonna be strong. So let's get back to this last segment, and we're gonna be out.
You're seeing the connections of the chessboard with clearly it was like if we're going to invade Iran, we have to get control of Venezuela because Iran has shut down the Strait of Hormuz, which is 20% of the world's oil supply goes through there. And the two countries that get the most oil from Iran through that strait are India and China. And
let that sink in. I think it's like 20 to 25% of the world's oil goes through the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran just shut that shit down. Who buys the majority of Iran's oil? China and India. Two countries I just mentioned. I'm trying to see. You remember he just said connecting the chess pieces together on the board.
So the U.S. is trying to...
So the calculation was it hurts China more than it hurts the U.S.
Yes. And what's going to happen now is, I mean, Iran bombing all of these American bases and all these other, you know, Middle Eastern countries. I don't.
They even hit Cyprus. They hit the British base in Cyprus.
Yeah. I mean, Dubai, Qatar, I mean, like the UAE, Saudi Arabia. I mean, they bombed Saudi Arabia, man. They're not messing around. And then America's
but
like,
unlike the US that's killing so many civilians, Iran is specifically aiming for US bases.
Exactly.
They're aiming at places that are connected to the US and Israeli war effort. And whereas, you know, how dumb could the US be to blow up a girls' school in Iran? Are they just that blind at what they're firing these precision missiles at?
And then have the audacity to be like, we're freeing the Iranian people. Oh God.
From
no, you're
life,
not.
I guess.
And when I was watching this other reports that are outside of the US, you know, media umbrella, it's like, oh, Iran has been stocked, but these are all drones, and they cost $50,000, where our missiles cost $1 million each or whatever, and they've got stacks and stacks and stacks of these things, and it's like,
that's my
yeah. The number, like just in that 12-day war from last summer, the amount of money that Israel and the U.S. spent was like billions and billions of dollars, whereas the amount of money Iran spent on that 12-day war was like a few million or something.
Yeah, and the other thing.
Did y'all hear what they said? So they're pretty much telling you, man, that Iran has these hundreds and hundreds of these drones that's costing like hundreds of thousands of dollars, while the United States and Israel, they're literally using intercepting missiles which cost millions of dollars. Like, Iran is balling right now, hitting all of your bases, making your allies not want to befriend you. Think about this. They're hitting military bases in Saudi Arabia, he said. The United Arab Emirates. And he finna mention even Spain flat out said, we are not back in America. Come on, y'all. Spain is one of the 7 heads. 10 horns. Come on.
Choking off China. I know the U.S. is probably like, ha. Well, now you're just making China go, all right, we have to back Iran militarily. And then Russia's going to come in and back it. You've already seen some NATO countries, Spain being one of them, just, nope, we're not backing the United States. So the United States is, in a very short time, it's going to be us and Israel, and that's it. And the rest of the world's going to go, bye.
And that's it. But what something he said that they're going to force the hand of China and Russia to get in, because the Strait of Hormuz been shut down because of what? Because your preemptive attack, and that's stopping them from getting their oil. So now they're going to have to militarily back Iran. And I want to bring this piece up. I remember Elder Pastor Hart brought this out before, and it makes so much sense now. Psalms 108, 9-13. Remember, Moab is the China. It's the China people today. I almost said China man, but that almost sounded too provocative. The Chinese people today, they'll be Moabites. Okay? Psalms 108, verse 9-13, I'm going to close out. Moab is my wash pot over Edom, so-called white man, woman, and child, while I cast out my shoe. Remember George Bush had that shoe thrown at him? Over Philistia will I triumph. Who in our land right now? Y'all, this verse right here hits so hard right now. Moab's the wash pot. You know, wash pot mean you stir shit up. You know, you got to clean shit. Yeah, you finna get wiped out. Esau. All through the spirit and power, YAHAWASHI. Verse 10. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Will not thou, O God, who has cast us off? And will not thou, O God, go forth with our hosts? Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Through God, Yahweh, we shall do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies. Y'all, we ain't got to do nothing but keep preaching and praying. Keep preaching, praying, and pressing. That's it, y'all. That's it. The Lord gonna fight for us. The Lord mustereth up the battle. That's Isaiah 13:4. Hey, Isaiah 13 hitting right now real hard. At the end of the day, it's all about the spirit of prophecy. If it's not thus saith the Lord, I ignore it. So hey, stay on your watchtowers, keep your head on the swivel, man. It's getting hot out here, all right? So with that being said, I truly pray y'all with edifying faith. Stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. YAHAWAH, Shalom.